All right, Football Manager update. The Promised Land. The Premier League is here. Ready to start first game of the season. Here's the season preview here of where we're predicted to finish, where everyone's going. We're predicted to finish 13th as it is there, 151 on, 150 to 1 on to win the league. We were a few game actually a couple of days ago. We were actually finished 11th and 45 to 1. I'm guessing there's a few signings made here which pushed us down the table a little bit. Yeah, that's the Dream 11. We've got a player in it. I'll tell you about this guy in a minute, but we've got a player in the Dream 11, so that's exciting. I'll show you the transfers. So we go into transfer history. I'll show you the outs first. Let's talk about the outs first. A young guy's gone out. Our secondary goalkeeper last year, I've sold him to Birmingham for $3.5 million. Explaining why in a minute. Young Billy Bragg, some of you might remember him, promising young sort of right winger striker. I've sent him out to our feeder club Warsaw. Persona Lungo is another young lad on loan. I've sold Marina, $7.5 million, and managed to negotiate for him in the end. I think I've got my deal on him as well when 50% and buyback clause and that sort of thing. Yeah, so he's gone. Josh Wood, Laurie Turner, we know about him. But these are just sort of young guys who are in the club, and I've just not renewed their contract. Janek Steiner was a promising centre back, but doesn't really fit our system, so I've sold him to Bournemouth. Bournemouth just got relegated, so he's playing Championship football for Bournemouth, $16.5 million. But again, I think I was savvy enough to put in the 50% and the buyback clause. Young Nenad Pilipovic got interest from Inter, and I sold him for $27.5 million, which I was really happy with. But yet again, I think I've got my little clauses in there. Again, I'll tell you why I sold him in a minute. Joe Long, you guys might not recognise that name. He was actually a guy I bought in and then loaned back out. Tending has gone out on loan again. McIver's out on loan again. Again, I'll explain why McIver. Gennaro Para, I had a huge bid for him, $42 million. I couldn't refuse it. I know he's our best central midfielder, but I couldn't refuse $42 million. So he's gone. Labane Shalad on loan, Cannonball, Andrew Roberts. These guys are youth guys. Yeah, these three are all youth guys. That's the compensation I got. So there you go. That's mainly the outs. I did have a huge bid for Paulo Diogo. It was from Barcelona. They initially said 17 million, and I went, nah, I want 60 million. And they went, okay. And they actually, I negotiated them up to 60. I wanted 80 in total, so I was going to get 60. I think I was going to get 50 up front and 30 in add-ons. I accepted it. I thought, bloody hell, it's a ridiculous amount of money, and I'll try and get someone in decent enough to replace him. But Diogo refused. Diogo wanted to stay, so club legend, Paulo Diogo. Fair play to him. Brennan was the guy I signed January last year and to come in this year, so we already know him back up, full back really. He could play left back and right back. Polito is the guy who is highly rated. 18.5 million was his release clause. So at the time he broke the transfer record. Yeah, his release clause, and he is really it's dropped a little bit just because obviously it's sort of pre-season and they drop a little bit. But when training kicks off, look, 4.5 stars. He's ranked in the Dream 11. He's really promising. He's an attacking midfielder. Maurice Wolters is a German goalkeeper, highly rated, very highly rated. He will be back up, which is the reason why I sold Juarez, because I was trying to go after this guy. Only 650k, which I'm really happy with. Joe Long is a promising young attacking midfielder, only 20 years old. Signed him for 12.75 and then loaned him back to Sunderland because basically he'll be third choice attacking midfielder. I didn't want him just to rot and not play this season, so he's gone back to the Championship. Young Daniel James, not young anymore, but people know who Daniel James is. Obviously, currently in real life a Man United winger. He was free. I kind of felt like I needed a backup winger, and he's still quite quick. I think he's 33, but he's still quite quick. Yeah, 16 pace, 16 acceleration. He's not going to start many games. He probably won't play many games, but got him just because he's quick, good crossing, good dribbling. That's what I need really for a backup. Aki Saarinen I've got him on loan. He's a striker. He's very highly rated. He looks pretty good, pretty quick, good finishing. Composure could do a bit better, but other than that, he looks really good. Like he's almost a 5-star rated potential ability. Obviously, I've only got him on loan, and he's only going to be a backup. But in pre-season, he's done really well. I'll show you pre-season a bit. Gustavo Henrique is another hugely rated central midfielder. Again, I got him really cheap. Was it 10 million? Yeah, 10 million. Brazilian. I'm really excited to use this guy. Unfortunately, he's injured for the first game. But yeah, really excited to use him, which is why it was just another reason why I was happy to let Opara go. I think I let Opara go first, 7th. Oh no, I bought Henrique in first and then let Opara go the next day. That's probably why I went for Henrique, because I knew I was going to sell Opara. Scott McTominay, got him on a free. He was out of contract. I've signed a few central midfielders actually. Midfield is the place that's had pretty much all of the change. I've not really signed any strikers or defenders. It's all midfielders. So that's where it's all the changes been. He's purely backup. He's experienced, strong central midfielder. He'll be good in there if I need someone in there just to boss around. Glenn Wakeham, for those who I don't think I've ever shown you this guy. I signed him from Roma, ball-winning midfielder. Again, he's in to replace Opara, really. He's not got fantastic technical stats, but when you're a ball-winning midfielder, you don't need that many. You just need a couple, and the rest of it needs to be mental and physical, and he's pretty good on that. He actually used to play for us. I signed him a long time ago. I think he got promoted, yeah. He would have been in the team that got promoted in the very first episode of the Concord Rangers journey. He would have been in the playoff winning team. I think I signed him the exact same time I signed Joe Waugh back in the day as well. So, yeah, he came in and then I sold him for 25k. He actually made a loss on him, I just realised that. To Southampton, and he's been around a place, played Championship League 2 a little bit. Serie A is where he played a lot, weirdly. Inter a little bit. Well, no, he signed for Inter and barely played for them. But Roma was where I signed him from, and he was playing pretty well. So I got him in because I'm thinking he might suit quite well. And apparently his potential, even though he's 27, yeah, his potential ability is still decent. So hopefully I can try and push him out. What should I show you now? I'll show you who I've got fixture-wise. I'm excited by this episode because I'm not just showing you a game, I'm showing you about what's happened because I've done a little bit of change. Something exciting for you guys. I'll show you the fixtures. Look at these fixtures. First game of the season at the new ground, which is called the Concord Stadium, apparently. I couldn't change it. It's called the Concord Stadium. Capacity of around 14,000. First game is home to Man United. So the opening league game at the Concord Stadium, at the new stadium, is at home to Man United, which I'm buzzing with. Then Arsenal away. Then West Ham at home. Then West Ham away. And then Spurs at home. Then Everton away. Those first 5 league games are absolute blinders, aren't they? Getting them right in, getting the really difficult ones in at the beginning. Liverpool, Man City, Leeds, Chelsea. December's going to be really just tricky. December, Boxing Day, we've got Chelsea at home. Obviously, last time we played Chelsea, we beat them. Obviously on penalties, but they're very tricky. February, Man United, Leeds, Man City. Last game of the season, we're home to Everton. So we've got Everton near the beginning of the season and right at the end. So it's going to be a tricky few games, but every game's tricky. It's Premier League, isn't it? So yeah, really excited about that. I'll just show you the squad where he thinks that we're our best team is. So the best team actually doesn't change that much. It's pretty much identical, other than Polito comes in as attacking midfielder and Moore drops back to central midfield. I probably won't play Moore as a starter. I'll probably have Gordon and one of the new central midfielders there. Simply because I think having both of them, there's not enough defensive strength in there. But yeah, so it's exciting. The thing I have been working on, which I am extremely excited to reveal to you guys now, a bit of a kit update. I've changed the kits. We've got a third kit as well. There are a strange couple of kits. I've worked out how to use Photoshop and worked out how to build kits in the game, not just on the club info screen, but also on the that would be worn during games as well, so they're properly reflected in there. Here we go. So we've got 2 new kits. I've kept the home kit as it is, quite happy with it. I might have ended up with it. So there's still Jacko kits. Jacko is the club, is the kit manufacturer. So there's still going to be Jacko kits. But I've got two kits, an away kit and a third kit. There is method behind them. I will go and explain them. But here they are. Here are the new kits. Obviously, that's not new. The home kit is as normal. That's the away kit, black and gold. These are kind of for my friends. I got friends who watch these videos, and these are for my friends. Black and gold. I got a couple of friends who are big Pittsburgh Steelers fans, so I've gone the black and gold there to kind of honour that for them. Hopefully, I wanted a black away kit. I think the black looks black. It's quite a good contrast with the yellow there. And this one's for a good friend of mine who I don't think watches the Football Manager videos. He watches the other ones, but not the Football Manager videos. Brown, because I know that he loves it in the brown. So that's why I've chucked in the brown third strip there. Yeah, those are going to be the kits. They have been. I was thinking, I don't know in what situation a kit would clash with the yellow and black that I'd wear the brown, but it has come up in a pre-season game. So yeah, you never know. But I've used Photoshop to put those kits together, and they will appear in game as well, which is pretty cool. I'll show you how the pre-season's gone as well. We've won every game. Some games embarrassingly. I booked in a few pre-season games because they said that it was going on the Portuguese tour, and I wanted to try and get some games in. So I chucked a lot of them in Portuguese teams. There's a 12-1 there. There's a 6-0 there, 7-1. I wanted to play Canvey Island. Canvey Island are our local rivals, so I wanted to play them. The fact that I think this is it wasn't the first home game at the Concord Decision, was it? No, that was at Concord. But I wanted to play them, and we smashed them 16-0. I think they're below even the Vanarama National League South, so we were always going to hammer them with the quality of players we got. I think Diogo scored a hat-trick. Ferguson scored 4. Ferguson pre-season scored at least 2 a game in about, I think he scored 20 goals in 10 games or something like that. Yeah, we played some decent sides as well. Not many. Dynamic. We had a little. This was not me. I didn't organise this, but the assistant organised a cup to sort of kick off the first few games at the Concord Stadium, in which we won. So within 2 games at the Concord Stadium, we've already won a trophy and beat Dynamo Kiev to win that one. Panathinaikos Bursaspor. So yeah, I haven't conceded many goals. I conceded 4. Scored a fair few. But yeah, I'm excited to get the season going. Things have changed. New kits, new stadium, new team. Sort of, there's not much to change. I had a few interest. Obviously, as I told you, Diego was in the people interested in San Diego. I had bids for Samash, I rejected. I had bids for War, which I rejected. But I wanted to keep most of the team because I'm happy with the defence as it is. Luckily, in the Premier League, the transfer deadline doesn't go until I think the 1st September. So if I get battered in the first few games and then the defence is a worry, then there is a guy I've got my eye on, a young centre back who might be really good. But if I don't want to invest that money if I don't need to. So here we go. I just noticed that actually. Has Kylian Mbappe signed for Liverpool? He has. That's his debut. He's just signed for Liverpool. Yeah, his debut. He's just gone and scored. There you go. Didn't notice that. Yeah. Man United at home. How exciting. Decanoiza unfortunately suspended. He got booked on the last game of the season, which meant he was going to miss it. So I'll be interested to see what he wants. Oh, I've just realised I got a weird filter on. He was suggesting under 23 players to play. I'm like, nah. Right, Pavlenko and Moore. He's gone for Moore ahead of Gordon, which is very interesting, but Gordon's not quite fit enough, so that's fair enough, I think. Yeah, I don't want to start too many new boys because, the links are there between the players that are used to being there. Polito just needs to gain confidence in that role. Enrique's not ready. Ward. Yeah, Ward's going to be my 4th choice centre back. I didn't want to send him out on loan because he played in the under-20 World Cup and was brilliant. I think he lost the final, but he scored 4 goals from centre back. So I want him to play. He's my 4th choice. My 4th choice last year was a guy I loaned on from Man United. He didn't play very much, but if he can play sort of half a dozen to a dozen games this season, I think I'll be happy with that. Okay, more a deep line playmaker support and Pavlenko as a central midfielder. I want defensive central midfielder. Yes, fine. Yeah, Joe Ward's now dropped out to 3 stars because Pelito has come in and is such a good player that he's actually pushed the average down. Or he's pushed the average up, rather. Thusly, everyone else has kind of dropped below the average or dropped to average. He wants Brennan ahead of Boy, which is really interesting. I'm going to stick with Boy because Boy and Diogo have a good partnership down the left. Okay, first game of the season, home to Man United. What can possibly go wrong? Mental. Here we are. We've come this far. Exciting times. A couple of players not quite fully up with the formation, but we're gonna give it a go. It's exciting. The board just wants to avoid relegation, so I'm happy with that. I think I can do that. We're predicted to finish 13th. I'll take anywhere in mid-table, really. I think we've got a decent enough squad to deal with it. Teams are taking a long time to warm up. Probably just preparing extra preparation. Exciting times, boys. Concord versus Manchester United. Right, try and encourage the team. Creo Man United. Yeah, I think that's a bit. Go in and give our fans. Yeah, first game at the Concord Stadium. Here we go. Look at that. The yellow of Concord against the red of Manchester United. Brilliant. Exciting. Obviously, we played them last year and got battered 3-0, but could be a different story today, I think. Could be a different story. Paulo Diogo. The man who rejected Barcelona to stay at Concord. Oh, that's been cleared away. Deal with that. Oof. Oh, Teixeira. I looked at him at one point, actually. I think he signed for them just recently. I looked at him as a potential signing selling Bove and getting him in as a backup to War, but he wasn't going to join us if he's joining Man United, was he? We're doing a good job of forcing Man United to shoot from distance. Like it at the moment. Happy with the way things are going. Pelito's not used to the pressing intensity. Okay, got a free kick here. Oh! Probably should have scored. But that counts as a clear-cut chance, doesn't it? It does. We have 2 clear-cut chances against Man United. I don't know who won the European Cup last year. Actually, I have to check that one out. But I know that Liverpool won the league. Teixeira. Oh, it's Fabio Silva. Oh, what a challenge. Who was that? Is this guy, I think. My word, absolutely brilliant. Go on, Pelito. Show us what you got, mate. Show us what you got. Pelito's Uruguayan, but of Brazilian descent, which is why he's got the one name, but he's Uruguayan. Tell you what, I will snap your hand off for a draw here. I will absolutely snap your hand off. Yeah, remind the pressure is off. Home to Man United. Nobody's expecting anything out there. Just have some fun. Have some fun, boys. Yeah, look at this. You think there's substitutions, every single one. World class. God, give us a chance. Elite. Yeah, we're dealing with some quality players here. Pelito, Diogo, the attacking lineup haven't really done much. That attacking 4 haven't really done much there, playing below average. But what can you expect against Man United? We're looking okay. I've not changed the tactic. I'm sticking with it. I love the tactic so far. It's not served us poorly at all since I joined the club. So that's Wan-Bissaka. Take him. Oh, he's done well there. Camavinga. Declan Rice, that is. He's still there. He's still involved. I think he's been there for ages, actually. Oh, they just let him through. Good save, keeper. Just let him through. Just put a ball over the top. Not great defending that. All right, okay. Let's make some subs after this corner. That's Enrico Chiesa, isn't it? Always tackle Wan-Bissaka. That's a free kick to Man United. Let's make some subs. I'm going to bring on Daniel James. The attacking lineup hasn't really done very well, so I'm going to bring on Daniel James as a winger, just so we can get at them. His old side, obviously. I'm going to bring on Wakeham. On for Polito. Polito's not really done much. I'm going to put Darren Moore in there. Wakeham ball winning midfielder as well. Darren Moore, advanced playmaker. Yeah, leave it at that for now. I might bring on Serena or Bove for Ferguson, because Ferguson doesn't look like he's doing much. Oh, have we got an opportunity here? Is this going to be ours? War, go on, Joe. Puts it in. Oh, it's in! It's Daniel James. 82nd minute. Daniel James on his debut. He's been on from seconds. What a story. He's been on for seconds. He's scored against his old club. And we're 1-0 up against Man United. Defend. Defend for your lives. Drop back. Come on, boys. Come on, Concord. What a story this is. Hold on. Hold on. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. It is. What a result. What a result, mate. Oh, bloody brilliant. Concord Rangers' first game in Premier League football at the new stadium. Look at it. It's got 2 tiers, these grounds. At the new stadium against Manchester United. I signed a guy who was going to be a backup winger, Daniel James. Brought him on. His debut. What minute did I bring him on? I gotta see that. Is there a way of finding that out? Summary. Yeah. 76, I think that says. Yeah, 76 minutes. He was on for 5 minutes and he has scored on his debut for us against his old side Man United, and he is the winner. What a story, lads. What a save match. I'm going to save it. I've never saved a match before because I never saw the point in that. Call it Concord over Man United 1-0. Absolutely brilliant. Lads. Oh, I am buzzing. I am buzzing. That was special. That was special. No one gave us a hope. First game of the season, home Man United, and we've beaten them 1-0. Dan James. Get in there. There you go, lads. I am absolutely buzzing with that. Look at that. In the European places. I was going to say we're in the playoffs. They were playoffs now. We're in the Premier League. In the European places. Look at this. Lovely stuff. What have the press got to say about that? Concord debuted its new attendance record, of course. 13,000, there you go. That smashed our previous record of about 5,000. I've been in charge for 9 years. That is the most ridiculous game. Look at that. More shots, more possession. Daniel James. I love it. Scores on his debut. Who's Donadoni after? Watching Paulo Diogo, mate. He's not going anywhere. He loves the club. He is an absolute beach boy through and through. He bleeds yellow and blue. Get in there. Oh, lads, I'm sure you're excited as I am. Well, look at this. Loves Concord. He loves me. Who doesn't love me right now? If you live in the Canvey Island area and you don't support Canvey Island, you are an absolute Moranonite. That's what I call my fans, Moranonites. Absolutely buzzing with that. Ridiculous. Lads, I am absolutely over the moon with the start to the league. Beating Man United. Wowzers. I'll play on a few games. I want to try and give you guys as much content on this first Premier League season as I can. But I don't want to be giving you every game because it will take ages for the season to get through. That's the one that's sticking out for me. Liverpool away. Liverpool champions. Yeah, so we'll have a few games there. There'll be Arsenal, West Ham, Spurs, Everton, Reading, Newcastle, and Palace. Obviously, we have the Carabao Cup in that time too. Liverpool away, 18th of October. That'll be the next game I join you. But lads, what a start! What an exciting time it is to be a Concord Rangers fan. What an exciting time it is to be a beach boy with the new kits. If anybody needs any, I've been working on how to make you new kits in about a day and a half is out. I've learned how to do it. It's not easy, but it's not too difficult. If anybody wants any tips that play Football Manager and they want some new kits made up for them, or tips on how to make them, just let me know and I'll put you in the right direction. But there you go. I am absolutely buzzing. What a start! So excited. That's that. That is the start of the season, and what a start. Join me on the next one, lads. Liverpool way, 18th of October. Cheers, then.